giving them an opportunity to be heard because their seats are just as important. I have a 10-year-old great niece that's here. She's been, I think, to all of the forums. And about 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call from my mom after the forum, and she says, "Do you know your great niece, who, she's my heart, that's my girl." She said that she is torn between voting for me and one of the other mayoral candidates. And the same way you responded, I was driving, I almost ran off the road. I said, that's my great niece, but I'm not mad at her. You know why? My parents, both of them are here tonight. I've lived all over the world. They taught me how to be an independent thinker. That's right. I'm not a status quo. You're not going to just jerk my chain. I am not a pushover. I'm kind, I'm compassionate, but I am not a pushover. I have a mind of my own, just like my great niece. Now, I had to ask her the other day, I said, "Okay, Mayana, now, am I doing better after that last forum?" She said, "Yeah, great, Auntie, you're doing a little bit better. You're at 90% now." Now, I'm not going to tell the other candidates which one she is kind of leaning toward, but I'm serious about that. And my thing is, I hope after tonight, I have won my great niece over. I want to be your next mayor. And I need your vote on May the 20th. But you can vote early on April the 28th. Monday is the last day to register to vote. So if you're not registered to vote, you still have time to do that. But I would like to be your next mayor. And I hope that my great niece, when she graduates in the year 2022, after my 2 4-year terms in office, Augusta will not look the same it is today.
And the first thing I want to do is bring my commissioners and the mayor together, and as I said before, we want to have professional development. We want to sit and talk. We want to go out in each district, and each commissioner will talk about their district and point out what they're trying to do, and that other commissioner can get a better idea of why they're working so hard trying to get what they want for their particular district. And as your mayor, I want to also make sure that when people look at Augusta, they can look at an ambassador that they can come and talk to and feel good about coming here. I know we got the Pentagon looking at us, even though they're bringing Cyber Command here, they're still looking, and the eyes kind of halfway closed. We want to get all the eyes bright and looking right at us. So we got to fix what is wrong, and our transit system right now got to be fixed, and we got to educate up a workforce. We got to have folks available for them to hire and go into these jobs and fulfill the tasks that they're going to give out to them. And so at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we have to work together as one big team. We got to make sure that we don't have a whole lot of misunderstanding, bickering back and forth, but it starts with the mayor. I'm going to go to all the commissioners' meetings, but not all of them, the personal meetings they have in the communities. I take each month and go to a different one. Sit there, I won't go take over the meeting, just to sit in and let people see me there. So make sure the information is coming out right. And then if you as the citizens, if you got a concern, you can ask us, I'm right there. But what I want you to know also is you put us in office, so we shouldn't act like we put you in your house.
What we do is work on Helen's great niece. I got some work to do with she already at 90%. Seriously though, thank you everyone for coming out. Again, for the last 7 years, I've been holding it down for you. I've been your voice in this community. Much of what you've heard people complaining about, those are the things that I stood up vehemently for on your behalf. Dr. King said our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. He also said we must work together as brothers or we'll perish as fools. Now, I've been called a lot of names, but I'm no fool. And I'm going to perish someday. That's a fact. But as long as God puts breath in my body, I'm going to defend this community just like I defended this nation for over 20 years in the United States Army, willing to give my life for things that matter. That's how serious this is to me. I have the experience. I know what brings us together. I know what divides us. For the first time since Ed McIntyre, you have the opportunity again to hire a commissioner for the next mayor who understands what brings us together and what divides us. But more importantly, by knowing those things, we cut out that lack of transparency, the underhanded deals and dealing under the table. That's why you get Marion Williams, Bill Lockett, Corey Johnson, and Alvin Mason complaining about what's going on. It starts at the top and with the city administrator. We cut that out. You don't have these issues about how are you going to handle Marion Williams. You don't handle nobody. He has a right to defend the community that put him there when he sees wrong happening. So how do you fix it? You take the wrong away. And you don't have those issues. And we address the situation that we need to. May 20th, vote Alvin Mason. Go ahead. Mayor of Augusta. Thank
you. Wow. Dr. King also said, we can't wait. And truly, we can't wait. It's time for Augusta to stop singling itself off into its own cohorts of who we want and what we don't want. It's time for the Black Augusta to stop. It's time for the White Augusta to quit. We have to all realize that we have been brought together for one purpose, one reason, and one season. And that season this time is that on May 20th, you must make the right choice. You must make the right choice for your leadership. I need you to look at me from now on.
All right now.
But when you look at me, whether it be in the streets or at these forums, I need you to look at me and see this. Not only see your next mayor, but look at me and see infrastructure. Look at me and see SPLOS done right.
Okay.
Look at me and see dilapidated houses built up.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the next time that you see me, look at me and see commissioners brought together as one city, brought together to do one vision, and to make sure that Augusta has the best thing coming. Ladies and gentlemen, again, we can't wait until May 20th. Vote Dr. Lori Myles, your next mayor of Augusta.
Needs a leader that you can trust and that you can be proud of. And if given the opportunity to serve you as your next mayor, I'll put my experiences and my values as a father, as a husband, as a senator, and as a business owner to work for you. To work for you to create the community that we're so desperately looking for. A community that provides hope and opportunity for existing generations and future generations who are looking for something to come back to. If you're given the opportunity to serve you as your next mayor, Augusta will become the premier city in the great state of Georgia. A city that has a mayor that leads it by creating economic growth and job opportunities for all and not a select few. By promoting and working hand in hand with our sheriff to enhance our public safety opportunities and also bringing accountability and transparency back to government by providing you with an opportunity to bring government to where you are, as I've shared with you over the last several weeks, by having regular mayor's office hours in the district, by providing you with an opportunity to not only live here, work here, but to raise a family here. And that's what I provide you. I've done it as a member of the Georgia Senate. You sent me there to be a lawmaker, not a commissioner, a lawmaker, to make laws that promote the health, welfare, and safety of our great state and of our community. We've created laws that allow us to grow Augusta. We've created laws that take those individuals who have been felons, nonviolent offenders, and they now have opportunity to come back into Augusta, knowing that they don't have to re-offend because we've created laws that allow employers to put them to work. That's what you asked me to do. Now as your native son, as someone you sent to Atlanta, East Augusta, you sent me to Atlanta. Give me the opportunity now to come home and create opportunity for future Augustans encouraging Augustans to live here and to love here. Thank you. God bless you.